Hi, I'm Nick Nanton, and welcome to Times Square Today, the morning show that matters. And today I've got one of my good friends here as a guest, Mr. Dennis McGough. Dennis, welcome to the show.
Thanks. Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you. So, Dennis, I know you're a best-selling author. You're an XP Award winner. You've been on Forbes, NBC, CBS, ABC, and Fox, and most importantly, you founded Growth Coaching Systems. So, tell us a little bit about Growth Coaching Systems.
Well, you know, it's really been exciting. It's been a phenomenal year with everything that's been going on. But I really want people to know, our mission, what we're really out here trying to do. And, this is just another platform for me to get the message out. But ultimately, what we do is we create products and services and coaching models for high performance organizations, high performance individuals. And ultimately, we want them to live a balanced life as well as run these high performance businesses. But one of the things I really like people to know first is that, I'm a father. He is constantly in the gym and I learned so much from him, but that's given me the privilege of actually working with some top talent coaches, Olympic gymnasts. And there's such a correlation between what they do and what we do in the coaching organization. I think a lot of times, you look at these young athletes and you see their performance on these little snapshots at these meets, but these coaches are coaching them to their potential. They're not basing what they're doing with them on that short term. It's everything they do is long term. They look for potential, and we have mirrored that in our coaching organization. We coach organizations to their peak potential. We don't base what we're going to do with them based on their current performance. And so I think there's a great correlation there, and I've just had the honor of working with some of these guys and kind of molding in some of those aspects into the coaching model itself.
Very good. Now, I know that kind of one of your phrases was the inspiration for the book that you collaborated on with Brian Tracy, Change Agents. Tell me a little bit about what a change agent is.
A change agent really is just somebody that wants to inspire and coach others. Ultimately, that book is a compilation of people that I work with that at their core want to inspire others and coach others. And, it was just an honor to be a part of that book.
Very cool. Now tell me this, there must have been some inspiration behind this. Was there a certain moment? I mean, what made you say, I'm going to do this and help people?
Actually, there was. And I think, if you look at my life on the surface, you look at the drive and the passion that I've had from a business standpoint, it all looks good and pretty. But the reality is I woke up one morning, divorced, alone, 75 pounds overweight, stressed about my businesses, stressed about money, and really just out of balance. And what I learned through that experience is that happiness is ultimately going to be the highest level of success that I can achieve. And so I've really kind of built that into my coaching model. The organization that I put together is an organization of coaches. And at some point in time, almost every single one of us allowed, that drive and that passion for business to kind of get our life out of balance. And by that, I mean, ultimately, we put our health and our relationships at risk, unconsciously, but that's the case. And so what we want to do is help. We're not going to lose our passion for running 6, 7, 8-figure businesses.
Right.
It's a part of who we are, and we want to actually coach our clients to do that as well. We just want them to keep in mind as they go through this process that they also need to be paying attention to their health and their relationships. We want them to enjoy the journey with the ones they love.
I love it. And your success has been so much fun to watch. But tell me this, what is it that helps you stay so far ahead of the curve?
I ultimately, man, I just believe that, before we're an expert, we're students. And I have done my best to maintain, my student mentality. I hire my own personal coaches. I buy coaching programs. I keep up with what everybody else is doing and really just try to learn it all and then turn around and teach it, maybe with my unique spin, but ultimately, I'll turn around and teach the same thing.
Very good. Yeah, I think before we're experts, we're students, and when we are experts, we're even bigger students because we got to constantly stay ahead. I love it.
Stay ahead.
Got it. So now, last question I love to ask people like you, if you could go back and tell the startup version of yourself one thing, what would that be?
That's a toughie. I would probably tell people if they're thinking about doing some kind of entrepreneurial or startup to not undervalue what they know or what they're capable of. See, before I was an entrepreneur, I was a cart attendant, I was a cashier, I was a forklift driver, ultimately became a store manager and then a solopreneur. And I think that every stage along that journey, I was learning something and turning around and coaching it. I didn't realize it then,
right,
but I was learning it and coaching it, and that's what allowed me to actually replace myself and move up through the organizations that I worked in.
Very good. Now I know there's a lot of people watching this who say, I need that in my life. Dennis, how do they find you?
The best way is actually just to reach out to www.growthcoachingsystems.com. I'd love to talk to any high-performance organization or high-performance individual, whether that's in athletics or in the business world. We just want to help people live a balanced life.
Very good. Thanks so much for joining us, Dennis.
Thank you. It was great being here.
Good to have you. Dennis McGough, ladies and gentlemen, the high-performance growth coach and a true change agent. We'll see you soon again on Times Square today.